Hi guys, and welcome to the channel where I post about World of Warcraft related content and tutorials. Today I'd like to show you how to set up, sim and input your sim into WowAudit's wishlist. This is specifically for raiding. Firstly, you're going to need to install an add-on called Simulation Craft, and you can get this from CurseForge, but personally I use Wacko.io. When it's installed, you can then reload your game and you should see the SC icon up by your minimap. Simulation Craft generates a string which lists your talents, your gear and your enchantments, and this is used by sites such as Questionably Epic and raid bots. Today we're going to look at simming for your healer as well as simming for your DPS and tanks. I should point out though that tank simulations aren't all accurate because it's not really possible to simulate the incoming damage, so instead what we're going to do is simulate for the DPS, the theory being higher DPS, better threat generation. So you can use the timestamps down below to jump to the relevant sections. Now we're going to start by looking at healers. Firstly, you should ensure that you've changed into your raid spec and that you've got your raid gear equipped. You should now use a simulation craft icon to generate the simulation string and press Ctrl+C to copy it. The window will close and that's perfectly normal. And what we're going to do now is jump across into the Questionably Epic site and ensure that you've created a new test model that matches the same class, spec and race as your character in game. From here you're going to select Upgrade Finder and then select the Import Gear button and paste your simulation craft string into that main import box. At the top you're going to change the setting to Raid and you're going to deselect Heroic Max and select Heroic, and you don't need to worry about the Mythic Plus key levels of the crafted gear sections, as we're only focusing specifically on raid boss drops. From the options setting, you can adjust the socket to gems to however many you have. I have 6, and set the auto add sockets to true. At this point, you can now press go and, well, you are good to go. Questionably Epic is absolutely brilliant for healers and you get instant feedback. And as you scroll down, you'll be able to see what gear upgrades you've got available and how much of an upgrade it would be. I have a pretty geared character, so I don't have many items dropping from the heroic raid, and the one that does drop has a 0.01% upgrade option for me, so pretty much anybody else rolling on the item is going to get it over me. Now we copy the URL and we jump across into the WowAudit site. Now this is the dashboard from WowAudit, and as you look further down on the left hand side you'll see the wishlist personal page which you can select, and then you're going to paste the URL into the top box. Don't worry that some of the URL is missing, we literally just need the code that comes from there. We click go, and if all our settings are correct it will look like this. If not, it will tell you what is wrong, and if you need to make some changes in the Questionably Epic site, rerun the simulation, repaste the URL, kind of repeat the process until everything works and it looks the way it does below. Now as we look down, we see that the trinket from Araz now shows up in here, along with the 0.01% upgrade percentage for myself. And if you wanted to as well, if you wanted to run mythic raids, you can just repeat the process, but instead of setting heroic, you just set mythic and do the same thing. There we go. That's simple. Now we're going to look at the tanks and DPS sim imports. It's actually a slightly more straightforward process, it just takes a little bit longer due to raid bot simulation time. Firstly, you can ensure that you're in your raid spec and that you've got your raid gear equipped, and that your simulation, you're going to use your simulation craft icon to generate that simulation string, Ctrl+C to copy it. When the window closes, don't worry, that's perfectly normal. We're going to now navigate to the raid bot site and use the Droptimizer option. You're going to paste the simulation craft string into the area and run Droptimizer. The settings are pretty much out of the box what are expected for DPS and tanks, so you're not going to need to do any configuration. It can take a while to run through, so I'm going to spare you the time and we will jump forward to when it's completed. And now that it's completed, you will copy the URL from the top and we're going to jump into the WowAudit site. So this is the dashboard, and down the left hand side you'll see the wish list and the personal page, which you're going to select that, and you're going to paste the URL into the box. Don't worry that part of the URL is missing, we only need the code. Then press go, and voila! You've successfully imported your gear upgrades into WowAudit, which means that you can now use RC Loot Council in game to see what % upgrade the items are when they drop from the bosses. If you found this video useful, If you'd like to see more WoW related content, tutorials and Resto Druid healer gameplay, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.